This program presents original audio recordings and related primary source materials connected to the criminal case of Jeffrey Epstein. Names referenced in these calls are often abbreviated, incomplete, or identified only by initial. No assumptions are made regarding identity unless explicitly supported by court records. I will not be providing any political commentary, nor will I be speculating on anything or any of this evidence. There will be no conclusions drawn. I am not making this a political video. I am strictly going to give you the evidence and let you decide for yourself what is true and what is not true and who should be held accountable. I believe that all victims of sexual assault deserve justice. And I believe that all individuals who perpetrate on young girls and boys deserve justice. They deserve to be held accountable. Other than that, I will be making no more conclusions. While recorded audio is playing, this video displays images released through the U.S. Department of Justice data production. These materials are presented without editorial interpretation. Images appear for visual continuity only and should not be interpreted as evidence connected to the specific audio segment being heard. No inference should be drawn from their placement or timing.
Where does this go to? It's just a tape recorder. That's all it is. Okay. Today's date is January 9th, 2006. Time by my watch at 12:42 p.m. I'm here at the Simon Youth Foundation at the Palm Beach Mall, 1840 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Present in the room is myself, Detective Jeffrey Epstein with the Town of Palm Beach Police Department, Detective Nick Caristo of the Palm Beach Police Department. And could you state your name for the record? Can you spell your last name for me? Okay, your date of birth is? Okay. The purpose of today's meeting is to discuss what, as you know, I'm investigating a case involving an individual you may know as Jeffrey Epstein from Palm Beach. Based on my investigation, I know that you may have some information pertaining to this case. Before you tell me as to what happened, will you just raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me from the beginning, how did you meet Mr. Epstein?
Well, my friend told me that she was modeling for Jeffrey and said that he was paying money to model there.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in there and we had dinner, and then he took me into a room, and at first he went in with me, and then she started rubbing his leg, and he told me to do that, told me to massage him, and I didn't know what to do, so I just did it. And tell me to do certain things, like take some clothes off, and just things that were not right, and I know that I should have told somebody, but I didn't. And he threatened me that if I told anybody, then bad things would happen, and so I continued not to go.
Took you under that you were going to model.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When she drove you there?
No, we took a cab.
You took a cab?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember what cab company?
Yellow cab.
It was Yellow Cab?
Yeah. I know the number if you need that.
No, I've got Yellow Cab. All right. When you got in, how were you introduced to this individual?
He came out and into the main entrance of his house, and we were just talking. He just introduced me. He was telling me about some stuff, and then he proceeded to take me upstairs.
Was it during the daytime or in the evening hours?
It was evening, I think around like 4 or 5 maybe, because I remember eating.
He made dinner for you or some kind of meal?
Yeah.
What did he tell you? What kind of conversations did you guys have?
Just I just got to know him at first, and he was just telling me about what he does for a living,
What did he tell you he did for a living?
I don't really remember. I can't tell you.
How long ago did you first go there?
I don't know. Maybe the very end of May, early June.
Of last year?
Yeah.
And last year, you mean 2005 or 2004?
2004. Oh, yeah, 2004. I think. I don't remember.
Okay. So he took you upstairs, so what kind, can you describe what you saw when you walked upstairs? Or?
Yeah, it was leading me, it was from his bedroom leading me to another room, and then it was the massage table there. And that's when I knew something was up, because that didn't sound right to me. And then afterwards, I told her, and she was just like, I hope she didn't know what to say. Like, I don't know. I think she thought that I was willing to go there and do that. Like, I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know why she would bring me into that. Obviously, she was helpless or something. I don't know, she needed help. Maybe that's why she got me there, because she didn't know what to do, and I really couldn't tell you why she got me there.
Okay.
But
The very first time you went there, you said you started massaging his legs?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Were you naked? Or were you down to your...
No, I wasn't naked. He just, Tatum started doing it, and so I was like, well, then what's going on? And she's like, oh, this is just a part of the routine. And I said, okay, well, do we have to do it? You know, is this, and Jeffrey said yes.
Okay. So you massaged his legs, you were completely clothed when you were doing this? What happened next?
And he told me to take my clothes off, and
Did you stay in undergarments? Or were you completely naked?
no, I stayed in undergarments.
Long panties or?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I know this is
I
hard.
have a bond, yeah.
Okay, no bra, just panties.
Mhm.
I know this is hard for you to talk about, okay? I just want you to know I've talked to a lot of other girls, and I am very aware as to what happened in the house, okay? So I don't want you to feel bad or...
I don't freak out like that. I'm okay now.
Okay. Okay, what kind of panties were you wearing at that time? Can you remember?
No idea.
Okay.
Probably a thong.
Okay. What transpired next?
Then he said, okay, that's it for today, and I'll see you again. And he told me that if I didn't go back, then there would be problems, because he would think that I told on him, and that, you know,
Okay, let me back you up. You're standing there in your undergarment and your panties, massaging his legs. What else transpired from there?
That's it.
That's it? You just massaged his legs?
Oh, then when I was undressed, then he told me to rub his nipples,
Rub his chest?
rub his chest, and
Okay, was he doing anything?
no, not at first. And then I told him, don't touch me, and he said, why? And I was like, because I don't like this. He's like, I just want to go home, and then he threatened me, and I don't know, I was just scared. I know he's a very rich man. He could have somebody, I don't know.
Did he try to touch you? With his hands?
He did touch me.
He did touch you.
Yeah.
Did he touch you in your vaginal area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did he touch you? Was it
It was externally, it wasn't internal or anything.
okay? It was just on the outside, over the panties,
Yeah.
under the panties. Okay. Did he touch your breast?
But there was no his penis didn't go anywhere near me. None of that happened.
Did he use any toys on you?
Don't remember.
Don't remember any massagers, vibrators?
Don't remember.
Okay. Where was he doing all this?
In the other room. He sent her out.
He sent her out?
I don't. Like I told her before she left to call the cops, and she didn't. So I knew there was something going on, but it's disgusting. It really is.
I know this is hard.
And I feel so bad now for those other girls. Like, I could have got that all stopped.
Did he masturbate during the time that he was doing this? Wait, what?
No.
Did he have you touch him? Aside from rubbing his chest, I mean, no.
No.
What prompted to stop the massage?
I don't know.
I mean, did he comment?
Yeah, he leaned towards me and then climaxed and that was it.
How did he have a towel on him? Was he naked?
He right before for the massage, he was in the shower in the room. Like there was a shower in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And he wrapped a towel around his face and laid on the table. So and then he put his hands under the towel. Like he didn't expose it to me.
Okay. So you didn't see him climax. In other words, you're assuming based on how he finished.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was that the only time you went there?
No.
You had called the police as to what had happened to you?
Yeah.
And what did she say?
Afterward, he had one of his employees drive us home, so we couldn't really talk about it on the way home. And he specifically dropped her off at her house and me at my house. Like he didn't let us go to each other's house. And so I called her afterwards and I said, why did you bring me? I was crying and I was like, and she said, because you're my only hope. I don't have anything else. I don't know what else to do. I was just like, okay, then we won't go back. And he said no because he has my number and he said that he'll call the cops and get us in trouble and that it's our fault why this is going on. And
Do you know how old you were?
I don't know.
Did you tell him?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Did you tell him that you were in high school, or did you tell him which high school you went to?
Mm-mm. At dinner.
Do you remember the employee who drove you home?
He was foreign. And
Was he,
from then on, would call me and tell me to come in. And I like, there were plenty of times I think about not coming in, but somehow they would get the numbers to where I am and call me and tell me to come in. Like, I wouldn't pick up my phone and they'd call me from the number. If I was at, like, my friend's house, they'd call me at my friend's house. I don't know how I got the numbers. I don't know how they did that, but they did.
and that's who was one of the employees?
I think it was the secretary. She said I couldn't do with us.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll call you in the range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What, how would you get there after that first time?
A cab.
Each time you go with a cab?
Yeah, either that or the same employee would come and get me.
Okay.
He never made any threats or anything wrong.
How many times did you say you went to the house?
3, 4.
Okay.
The same thing happened each time.
Same thing happened, you would go down to your panties and then provide them a massage,
Mm-hmm.
and he would touch you.
Yep.
Touch you where?
The place that I mentioned earlier. With my body.
Okay. Did he ever use any, in all the times that you've gone, did he ever introduce any kind of vibrator or sex toy or anything like that?
I don't remember.
Did he ever go inside with you?
Mm.
Always stay on the outside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you had your panties on, how did he rub your vagina area?
With his finger.
Over the panties or under the panties?
Under.
How would he?
And over.
How would he move the panties to one side, or would he remove the panties?
The first time he just did over the panties, and the second time he took down my panties.
Did you ever bring anyone to the house?
No.
No.
No. I had a girl ask me if she could go to the house because she was willing to voluntarily do it. I said, okay, well, if you really want to do that, then come. For money.
What was this girl's name?
Do I have to answer that?
I'd like you to.
I don't know her last name.
Okay.
Susan Cooper.
How much were you paid each time you went to the house?
$200.
Each time?
Mm-hmm.
Were you ever told to bring friends?
Mm-hmm.
Right home.
Jeffrey or both.
Both asked you to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Aside from, what was her name? Aside from, did you ever bring anybody?
No. No.
Did you ever go?
Yeah.
Did you make any money for bringing?
Yeah.
How much did you make for bringing?
$200.
$200?
Yeah.
Each time you went, were you paid any additional money?
No, I didn't. She didn't go back.
you know about you just went there one time?
Mm. Actually, after that, I lost, like, communication with her. Like, I stopped talking to her. Never saw her after that again.
Okay. You've only been to the house 3 or 4 times?
Yeah.
Were you given any gifts?
Mm.
iPods, aside from the money. Like, any gifts or anything like that?
He offered to take me to a ballet, but I don't know.
Locally?
I don't know.
Did you ever go on any trips with him? Anywhere?
No. Would you? Said, would you?
No. Why did you keep going back if you didn't want to go back?
I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I was afraid that he was going to harm my family or
Did you say that he would harm your family?
no. But he made threats to that bad things would happen if I told anybody.
Like what?
And he never said.
Would he say this every time you went?
Yeah, he would ask me if I told anybody, and then he'd ask me if I'm lying, and that he knows I'm lying, and he never, like battery or anything. None of that ever happened, but
Did he ever hurt you?
no. Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. Hurt my whole esteem, my brain, my heart, everything. Nothing physically, but mentally, yeah.
Were you confined to the each time you went, was it during the daytime or the evening hours?
I think I went there, I don't know, probably the mid-afternoon, like 4 maybe. I don't know.
I know this, like I said, I know this is hard.
Mm.
Okay. But would you ever call?
No.
Try to reach you?
A lot. She would call my phone like 30 times a day, like continuously. My
When was
dad,
the last time she tried to reach you?
but it continued for a while even after I like completely stopped going. Like I got away from him. Like he said that I was fine now, that I didn't have to come back if I didn't want to, and that if I would ever if I would tell somebody or call the police, then he would then bad things would happen.
When was the last time you were there?
I couldn't tell you. Like I tried to block it out of my memory as best as I could.
Did you say in the last 6 months?
Probably more than a year ago.
More than a year ago? You haven't been back to the house more than a year ago?
Mm-mm.
Have you talked to?
No, I saw her on my birthday. We went and watched fireworks together, and she was pregnant, and I haven't talked to her since. We were discussed it. It wasn't brought up.
What school were you going to during that time?
I believe it was during the summer.
During the summer?
Yeah.
You're finishing up here?
Yeah.
Okay. Just ask you just a few questions directly, okay?
Yeah.
Is there ever any intercourse?
No.
Oral?
He had me get on top of him one time. And like move around like intercourse, but it wasn't actual, him actually putting himself aside.
Okay. Were you with panties on or without panties on? With panties on. Was there ever any oral sex? No. Each time you went, did he massage your vagina area?
Yeah.
Your buttocks?
Yeah.
Your buttocks?
Yeah.
Did he ever penetrate your buttocks?
He tried. He asked me if I wanted him to, and I said no. He didn't.
Your buttocks area or your
Vagina.
vagina area? And he was going to enter with his fingers?
Yeah.
Did he ever bring out a massager or?
I don't remember.
Okay. But that's from the 3 or 4 times you never went back with anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Just
One
friends.
time I went and then I lost.
Did you have a cell phone back then? No?
He called my dad's house.
He would call your dad's house.
And my mom's house. And he would call it sometimes directly. And he would always call Phil and call a lot. And then a couple times he called from his phone line.
Do you still have the numbers on your phone?
Like I said, I tried to block it out and whatever. Not that I really want to remember.
Does your cell phone number begin with it? Is there anything else would you like to add to the statement that I have not asked you and you have knowledge of?
Like if you want another girl, because I think if you come in here and talking to me, I think it's actually helped me out and go there too. Because I never talked about it to anybody else. So, my, I think her name is, she would go there, and, I think we did the same thing for her. And it might help her a lot.
Do you have her number? No?
I never talked to her. I just saw her there before.
No, it's okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the statement at this time. It's 1:16. November 15, 2005. This is ID number 7915. Detective Joe Carey with the Town of Palm Beach Police Department. Present in the room is Detective Sandman of the Palm Beach Police Department. And will you state your name for the record? We are at 2950 Montana Place in Royal Palm Beach. You say your date of birth for the record? We just got off the phone with your father. You said it was okay for me to talk to you. You know why we're here. Okay. Raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Okay. Tell me from the beginning how you were introduced.
About the style that no, so people really give them a massage when they reach for the dog. But there's a cat. And usually it's the top of massage and it's, they're playing that sometimes, so he doesn't touch you.
You agree to do the massage?
After a while, yeah.
Tell me about when you went to the house.
I went to the house and it was really big and it was really big and there was like a bunch of girls that lived in it and stuff and they brought me up to this room.
Who's they?
The room.
Okay.
And we just sat there for a while and waited for him and I was really nervous. And then he came in and he got stuff from the side table. And he laid down and he had me and asked me both to back at the same time. And then he asked after the release of them.
Okay, what was he wearing when he came in the room?
I'm pretty sure just like shorts. He didn't have like all his clothes on and then he just put a towel on over it. And he might have just put a towel on, I'm not sure, but he didn't have like shirt on or anything.
How many times was it off?
Anytime.
Alright. Tell me about the massage.
It started off like sitting on the side like with his legs and his back and stuff, and then came over and then like he asked me to just take off my shirt and then I usually be in my bra and underwear and like one time I didn't even take the underwear off and not fully off. Yeah.
You're giving the massage.
Mm-hmm.
You went, at what point does he tell you to leave the room?
The time we like flipped over during the calves, we thought yes, after we got.
Yes, I see you go.
Girls lots of stuff for me and like what to do and like in school and all this stuff.
Do you know what your age was?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay. And you were how old when you went?
I guess it was maybe I might have been.
Okay, so you went before your birthday and then after your birthday?
I think so, because I think it was last year and I was 40 or so.
Did you tell him?
Probably. He was really comfortable about how he wasn't like held back the information.
Okay. During the massage, when you turned over, you said you were in your bra and panties? Okay. Did you remove your bra? During the birth massage? Okay. What about your panties?
I think on the first massage I did not. But, I don't know. So you masturbated to me during the massage.
Okay. And your definition of masturbation is?
I don't know.
Okay. I just want to make sure you understood what that meant. Okay. Do you know what the word climax means? Okay. What does that mean to you? Like,
yeah.
Did he climax? Okay. How are you sure that he did?
It was face up.
It was face up. Did he have the towel removed?
Just push it out.
Pushed it aside. All right. What kind of panties were you wearing?
Silver clown.
how did the massage end?
When he finished, he told me I could go and like put my clothes on. He told me I could meet Ashley downstairs and that she had my money to give me.
Okay. Do you know if these monies were taken?
I mean, I think she probably did.
Okay. Did you leave your phone number for him to recontact you?
No, he actually didn't say anything about giving me my phone number. I didn't ask him for it.
Okay. Did he ever touch you?
Not really. He never did anything. Sometimes he asked, and I'd say he'll give it, but I don't think so.
What did he touch?
I think if he did, he touched my breast, or I'm not positive. It was a long time ago.
Okay, how long ago was
After last April or before last April, like, a little bit.
How did you go the second time?
Mm.
Okay. Did you meet anybody at the house when you were there?
I remember sitting there and his aunt, she didn't go up with me, I guess, went by herself, and then I went by myself. And I was sitting in the kitchen, and that girl there, but I didn't recall the name.
Okay. So tell me about the second time that you went.
The second time, I went up there, and at first I was downstairs, and I heard like a buzzing when I was up there. And then I went up there, and he was like a back massager on me. So I think it was a back massager, I'm not sure what it was, but he used it like on me.
On you?
Mm-hmm. But I didn't massage too.
Okay. Do you have any formal massage training?
No.
No. Okay. Let me back you up a little bit in the second time.
Mm-hmm.
You went upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
started providing the massage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you massage his back?
Mm-hmm. Like that. Seems like it was actually back as well, the back and the crap.
In the chest area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At what point did he take out the
back
massage?
After I got taken off my shirt, and exactly after I was under massaging him, and before he was masturbated to him doing that, I think.
Okay. Now, the massager was put on your vagina area?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he ever insert it?
No.
Vagina?
No.
He asked you before he did it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Describe the massager.
It was green and gray, and I'm pretty sure it was for a vacuum, I don't know. But, pretty sure like this is a back massager, and it was kind of flat on one side, and that part was green, and, it was like, I don't know.
Okay. Did he touch your breast?
I think you only did one time, so one hand or the other.
Okay. Did you grab your buttocks?
No.
Were you completely naked when you were providing the massage?
One of the times, yeah.
Okay. Did he ask you to get completely naked, or you did it on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did he keep the massager on?
Probably a few minutes, not very long.
Not very long.
Mm-hmm.
During the time that he had the massager on you, he masturbated?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did he climax?
Pretty sure.
Is that why he stopped with the massager?
Yeah.
Okay. How much money did you receive for the second massage?
$200. Okay.
Have you ever been back to the house since?
No. 1 minute trip.
Why did you stop going?
I don't know. kept going and kept going, and then I met Tato, and it was like a kind of a small world thing, you know, and she's like, I don't know, I just stopped going, and, you know.
You didn't want to go? Did you take anybody else to the house?
I don't know. I don't know, a car. And my friend,
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was people who,
Were you contacted by anybody from the house?
No.
Doctor never called you?
No.
Um, I don't. Is there anything else that happened during in that the time that you were there?
No.
Where did massages take place?
It was like, I'm pretty sure it was his bedroom office, but in there, like a room that was a little bit bigger with a shower, like a powder room kind of. And, it's like a skinny little room that has the bathrooms off of it and the shower off of it, so definitely has something to do with that.
Okay. Do you recall anything in that room that would have caught your caught your eye?
No.
No. Anything on the walls that might have?
I remember it being really pretty.
Okay. Well, this is an ongoing investigation. I opened already, and I asked her to basically not to repeat the fact that we had spoken.
Well, she told me to, like, let me know she would just go in and whatever. She, like, you're a minor, you can call your parents, so she said maybe you should go in and calm yourself or something.
But which is why I called your dad first before we spoke. We wanted to make sure that he was aware that we were going to speak. But I really appreciate you taking this time to talk to me. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the statement. The time by my watch is 12:43 p.m.
That everything runs smooth in the compound, and in charge of the cars, the swimming pool, the grounds, and so I was basically, the only one in charge when they were away too. So.
Okay. He's not here much, though.
And he has for the house.
Right. Did you stay on property?
Yes, I did.
Okay. In the guest house section?
Yes, on the house.
Okay. Which is the house just next to the
Exactly.
the kitchen door.
Exactly.
Right. It's right outside of the kitchen. Okay. During your time of employment there, what was your relationship with Mr. Epstein like?
Well, he mostly wanted to be alone, and that didn't matter. So sometimes I will have to call New York to his secretary to call his personal assistant so I can talk to him because we were not supposed to go to the second floor when he was there most of the time.
Okay. All right. So if he was in residence and he was in his room in the master bedroom,
Yes.
and you needed to speak to him, you couldn't.
No, I couldn't open. That was the question for all of us. There were 4 people at the time helping me and running the compound. Who's 4 people were open? And okay, he will be most of the days, but when he left, we weren't supposed to be there.
Okay. So who would you call in New York to get a hold of?
That's his secretary. That's his secretary.
New York.
Yes. 254 Madison Avenue, I think the address.
Okay. And then she would call her assistant and tell her.
And that's her personal assistant.
Okay. Describe for me if you can.
Very young, beautiful. I think she was born in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Very spirited, beautiful girl. Inside and out.
Okay. How old would you say she is?
Oof, will be, I think 24, 23, something like that.
Okay. All right. And then she would in turn tell Mr. Epstein that you needed to see him, and
Exactly. We wouldn't bother him unless, like, it was a real, but he will get, not angry, but I mean, he wouldn't like any of us going upstairs. And when we notice he will go away, then we will go upstairs and fix the room, and I was ensure that we spread everything out.
but she had guests come over, and they went upstairs. After he left his room, would you go upstairs and tidy up, or?
Well, I will greet them, and I'll be sure to square them, and they usually give me a list of the people who will go, and I will make them feel comfortable in the kitchen offering a drink, and then sometimes they will give me others, especially these people with their guests. So,
Okay. So, they would go upstairs. First of all, who would give you a list of people who would come inside?
people at the time, so and so coming to stuff like that.
And when you were making comfortable in the kitchen, and either you would come down or Dad would come down.
At the time, I would go to the house or get out of the house, and he would take over, we'll go to the cabana or the swimming pool or.
Okay. When the guests would leave and Mr. Epstein would come downstairs, would you go upstairs to clean?
No,
Or tidy up?
no, with him in the bedroom.
No, I'm saying he would come downstairs or he.
Oh yeah, also sometimes we have time we need to be there, but not to be heard. So we run upstairs and pick up the towels, to the bed, the bathroom, and everything because we have a manual that everything has to be tidy in a certain way. So that's our routine.
Okay. When he was a resident, would there be certain girls coming by to go see him for massages?
Yes. Yes, every day.
Every day, when he was being resident?
Yes.
Okay.
One in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Twice a day?
Yes.
Okay. Describe these girls to him.
He will have me coming to the house. He will, for some reason, he will put us on a long list of ways a lot of people like to do those. They're nice paying jobs. But they're nice people that can, and they will give massage sometimes to him and to his companion. And they were nice in the sense that, I remember one day was Friday, he was after the pregnant, but he living here on Beach Garden, I guess. And she was very nice. I mean, you think these people are, in general, nice people, I cannot say.
Okay. Did they appear young to you?
Yes, lower young, I never see anybody older than 28 or something like that.
Anybody younger than 18?
It's hard to say that, sir. There were a lot of girls that they were very, very young, but, for me to say they were minors, it's, I've never seen the drug license to them,
Right.
They all feel very young, sir.
Do you recall any of the names of the girls?
I have some notes that I have a manual that because I used to call them once in a while, and I don't even recall it right at this moment. But I know who they are, and some they live in town.
In Palm Beach or?
And some at work.
Okay. Do you remember that girl's name?
I rent a car to her, but to be honest with you, I don't remember exactly. I have
a car bar?
I rented. He asked me to rent a car for her. You know what kind of car it was? He was to go to me about for him. Color? I think it was a blue neon from Dollar Rent a Car.
Yeah. Okay.
It was my driving license that I used for it.
Right. Did you add that person as an additional driver or?
And yeah.
That person was an additional driver?
Exactly.
Okay. Was this the direction of Mr. Epstein or?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever I do, it has to be with the blessing of his
Right.
approval, you know.
Okay. How long ago was this? You remember?
This was on, I think January of 2005. Or February, not close to that, because I have to go back then because it was a rental company. They called me that the rental was expiring, so I need to go and rent for another month. So she rent for another 2 weeks, I think.
Okay. Remember this girl's name?
I know that at the call I have to sit down and there's so many, but it can come back to my head.
How many girls usually came over? Different girls.
With him, he's playing for usually 4 or 5.
No, Mark, he was a resident.
We
You were a massage.
sometimes as many as 15. But it's hard for because sometimes I was away. I was supposed to only bathroom and staff house, and I meeting the chef who came to the staff house, and we were supposed to be there because you go to the swimming pool. Sometimes it's talking talk, so you're kind of shy to go and say to. So if he called me, I will go in, but then we'll put something on. Okay, that.
Okay, they never go out to the pool. They were.
Well, this is the thing that we used to move because they're fine or they're okay. Once they leave, it's like we are behind the scenes and necessarily people,
Okay. Who was the chef then?
David, I forgot his last name. He came from New York or with them.
No, it flies in with
Yes,
you?
and
Okay. All right.
to that.
Okay. When they would come over to do the massage, you say it was twice a day when he was in town, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. When he would leave the room, would you go upstairs and straighten out?
Yes,
Okay. Um, did he have his massage table?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
We put them away and we pick up the towels, the small towels, the massage oils, and so.
Okay. Was there anything else that you would have to pick up in the room?
Everything that was on the floor. But what it includes that, while cleaning the room, sometimes we used to find items that we're supposed to label what we're finding and everything else. But, when Miss Max would come to town, she wanted those items to be returned, but sometimes she was getting upset because of that. So it was kind of a catch-22. We used to keep them in the laundry room for a while, but nobody came, we used to throw them away.
When you cleaned the room, was there other things that you would pick up aside from massage stuff? Was there any toys?
No, so they were on one place. I never find them on the floor.
Okay. Would you have to put things up when he was done?
No, I never saw one on the floor. There were only one place, and I never see them out of there.
Okay. Vibrators, massagers.
Well, he had a lot of vibrators for his body. I presume that they were laying on the floor with the throat. So we took a throat, put it under the charger, and like I said, there was a procedure to be able to use space, and try to put a set of towels. And that was a heavy job, I have to say, because there was a lot of towels. They dry numbers.
Your departure from his apartment, was that a good change?
I was burnt out. I was burnt out because I was hired to have staff, and I think I was understaffed. And he had his breakfast at 6:30 in the morning, and sometimes he called me, I need help to fix a meal at 10 p.m. or something like that. So, and the next day we used to be up, early. And I'm a married man, so my wife was in Miami, so I was looking forward to the days off. And so that's the thing. After 6 months, I was beginning to be burnt out. I think is the right description. But I think I served them well. With loyalty, discretion, and we have to sign a confidentiality agreement.
There was an agreement?
Yes, sir. Many pages. I don't say this in front of you because I know you're the law, but we found that, and I don't know if we have any repercussions for me talking about this, but I know you would die, so you know,
Right. Well, also you're under subpoena too, so, uh, were you contacted by anybody on the house
and
after we spoke, or before we spoke?
I called him, and I was telling him, I was very curious to fly, and I know what I'm getting into, but I was trying to tell him that, there's an investigation, and then he told me, well, I don't know, and, what do you know? I said, well, the head of my security department is going to contact you, so I got this gentleman by the name of Will Riley.
Mm-hmm.
He contacted me, and we spent a good 2 hours in the Don Chula's hotel.
Okay.
We spoke this morning too, but that was my direct link to them. And when I was subpoenaed for today, I tried to contact them, but they said that it was advised by their attorneys not to talk to anybody. So this is all that the communication I have with them.
Okay. You spoke with Mr. Riley again today?
Yes, yes. I told him that I was close, and I was the building, and that's all I asked him, so they put it on the bill. And he said, fine, he said, call me when it be done. So that was it, very brief.
What is it that he wants you to know? I mean, what is it that he wants to know?
Mr. Epstein wanted to provide me an attorney, and then my wife told me, you don't need an attorney,
Right.
because you haven't done anything wrong for me to need an attorney. So that's the reason, I came, and have, I never been in this situation before, so I think my wife had this bright light to say, no, don't take any attorney because you don't hide anything. And I'm very honest to you.
Okay. What is it that Mr. Riley wanted to know from you?
Why I don't want an attorney is that I don't have nothing to hide. So I'm going to be honest. I didn't, but I feel, I'm a working man. I work for another, airman, in Fort Lauderdale, and you can check my background, and I never been in trouble, so I don't want to think that my boss that I'm doing something that I was illegal or something like that.
Okay. You're not compelled to speak with Mr. Riley, the private investigator. You don't have to speak to him if you don't want to. And what we discussed here, I hope that would stay between us. As an ongoing investigation. Mr. Riley wants to know what I'm doing. I'll give you my card. You can call me.
Okay, sir.
Okay? When you spoke with him, you said you spoke with him 2 hours in the hotel. What is it that he wanted to know from you?
Well, he took notes in a class like that, and he said how long I was in Florida. He totally knows what I did over there because he was working for me there. And he asked me, like some questions like you asked me about people who went there and what was my routine. And so he said, what do I think? I said, I don't know. And then again, he didn't ask me for names, but, took a lot of notes.
Okay.
We spent a good 2 hours there.
When you would go upstairs and clean the bedroom area, there were some /massagers, toys, in the bedroom. Where were they kept?
In front of his bed, there's a dresser that you open and you have videos and you have the torch.
Okay. In your opinion, or do you feel that there was more than just a massage going on in the rooms?
We all did. That he was kept under such a tight security because he will close his shutters. No light in this room, in the second floor. Natural light. And when he left, we opened that and let the whole thing out. But he was always forced. He told me they need to be closed.
How did you get employed, Mr. Epstein? How did you know?
I had two friends. I was born in Bolivia, South America, and I have two friends of mine that they were working for the Leon Black, New York. And Mr. Epstein, it looked like he had a couple of Filipinos that they stole from him in the past. And so he was looking for very, people like me, he can rely, because we used to keep a lot of cash in the house. They were gone.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only one opening and closing the safe because even if Muscle told me get me 10 pockets from the safe, he gave me this that you open. And, that was another thing. We never lost. I never lost a penny, but I was in charge of that. They didn't want to go in and open the safe. They said, you give me the money. And so I was referred by the Leon Block to give a recommendation for me to be employed in the sales.
Okay. Is that in relation to the black out of Miami? Roy Buck?
He owns a company called Apollo. The compound is a huge house in Bedford Hills in the
Okay.
That's how I came about it.
Miss Maxwell, is that his?
He's not everything we've been for 15 years. They are not married. So sometimes we will have to go to another bedroom and something what's going on there. And I understood the relationship, but
When there was a massage or some girl was over?
yeah, she will take the second place.
Okay.
And now they are not doing it, they report. And they not, I have to show that talking to my heart, they're not a beautiful couple. We always, we try to say happy Merry Christmas and that. But we always have this separation of things, so happens.
What, when you said that she would become upset when things were moved, what kind of things were moved?
Lingerie, intimate here from the girls. So
Stuff that the girls would leave there?
Yeah. Under the bed, or, because we have to clean it, we have to clean everything we found. Everything in the room, and they go back to the date and because the rooms, they have colors, so we say yellow room, or the white room, or the south room, pink room. And so we label those.
So these are like either panties or
Exactly.
bras, that type of thing.
But most of the time, those because they're small.
But who wanted to hold on to them?
It doesn't know manual, sir. I don't know, but where's the profits and everything? Somebody wrote a manual.
Who did you turn it into?
We put it in the laundry room. But sometimes they were so busy, and that was we came to a second, and they said for weeks. But we mentioned that they found something that we knew that was going to affect her. So sometimes we don't mention that. But they were there. If you ask, what did you find? They were there.
You were turning to Miss Maxwell or
Miss Maxwell? No, he didn't want to see those things.
Okay.
Miss Maxwell.
Was there ever any men masseuses that came to give them massages?
No, sir. No, I didn't see that. No.
Okay. Did Mr. Riley or Mr. Epstein promise you anything or offer you any gifts in exchange not to speak to me?
No.
Have they offered you anything? Okay. All right. And during your 6 months, approximately 15 girls, how many times would you say you saw them?
Well, yeah, I agree with them, because when the phone was ringing, I was supposed to answer the phone on the door. So I saw them, those times. And it's mind-boggling because it's so many names I have to remember and they're in rotation. So they traveled with him and some they came back. Sometimes, I have to, he will tell me, I thought you should go to World Avenue, carry my checkbook and buy them stuff in World Avenue for them. Or I run the phone for 2 hours, make them happy,
And they'll go on trips?
But we go on trips, yeah. We went to an island in, Santana. We went to a house in France. The biggest house in Manhattan. And the biggest ranch in Mexico, in Palm Beach.
Okay. Were these girls ever fly with him to New York or anywhere else?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. Was it the girl that you rented a car for?
She went to New York, I think, or the island. I'm not sure, but yeah, she went to.
Okay. Any other girl that you can think of might have gone on trips with him?
Well, all of them did. They came actually. Larry Bikowski, the chief pilot, he will call me from the plane, and he said, after I needed two militaries working in jet aviation. And such and so the jet worked there next to Donald Trump. So we were arranged, and he was going to one military, he was driving the whole 3 girls, and he go, and I lost him because he said I was supposed to follow him, but he will go somewhere. And I follow with the rest of the girls and the baggage, and we had a car. And I will sometimes help people. But that Asian guy will drive to the Palm Beach. But I didn't know how many were coming because that was another thing. I need to prepare the meal, have flowers in the house, And, so you never know, because sometimes when the sheriff wouldn't come, I need to double as a sheriff slash butler.
So you were a man of many hats.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I was a driver, security. And I have to say this, I went to the public police department one time because I was by myself, and he would give cash just to this girl that I came back from Publix, and I found no car in the driveway. And sometimes we used to keep the gate open because we have the sensor not to battle with the we leave it open. So I found this car, and I was walking inside, and hello, hello. I found this girl, very young, with another boyfriend, but the appearance scared me. I just drove off the street to the police department. And then he got upset by I went to the police department. I was again for the security because you guys know how to pay for this carrying $2,000 in the pocket to take taxi drivers, bills, and everything else. They look at me like an ATM machine, basically. And
How much would you give them when they will come by for a tip?
400, 500, 600, 1,000. That's will tell me the amount.
Would Mr. Epstein pay them personally for the massage, or would you pay them for that?
I will pay them. You will pay them?
Yes.
Or
There.
we didn't have any cash in the weekend, so I will have, or they'll tell me go into the safe, and that was my total tax for the safe, because we were supposed to have also money in the Mercedes. All the cars are $200.
Okay.
So then, when he told me that, when you left, he said, go to the school, and that instance was doing a collusion course, and that's when he got upset with me because I went to the police, because the police knew that they were not troops, it was something else.
Okay. Did you feel that they were masseuses?
No, some they were, and some they weren't.
Okay. Out of the 15 people that you saw during your 6 months, how many of those would you say were not masseuses?
The majority.
The majority.
Because,
Did you ever see any money in exchange for massages?
no. He would tell me this and money, but then I would get out of the house and I found the empty envelope on the floor, with no money.
Okay. So in essence, Mr. Epstein or the assistant that would pay them,
Exactly.
because you would leave the house, right?
Exactly, that's exactly true.
Okay. So you would give him the cash, but he would actually be the one that paid him.
I will take some of them, because I would tell me, he was shopping or doing something, and she said, give to Susan or an ex-name, 300, 500, 600, and so I'm not envelopes. Right? But the majority of the time, I'll give them the cash, and they will retrieve the money. That's all. He will never pass the money most of the time. Well, I have to say this, I don't know if I went to high school, sir, taking classes for a girl, but I feel I have 2 daughters myself, and at that time it doesn't look bad, that I'm not already getting into it. I have a friend who works in a jeweler and what happened, and he said, that's where my daughter was. So I took it to Angel Roses, but then I realized that she was probably very young. And she was in the house.
And she provided him the flowers.
And I don't know what she did, but she spent hours in the house. After the time they went to half a sauna, they're next to the bath, they're next to the master bedroom, and they would, sometimes I would go and knock on the door and nobody answered, but and then I found 2 young girls remain naked with the phones or something. So I just, they run the door, I get out of the house and I told everybody don't go upstairs. So, we have to make them legal up.
So you've taken flowers, or have you taken anything else to the high school? Which high school was that again?
I don't remember because I don't have the name with me right now. There was the word, that, and the cat plays, and when they send it out to say, this is from Jeffrey, and the congratulations, and leave, a bunch of their friends that came to me and said who I am. Driving black Mercedes, and this and that, So that was one instance that I feel awkward because I I'm the father of 2 girls.
And you knew that this girl was going to.
But I don't think it did. I was reading the road, I buy some flowers from here in Fulton Traumatic, distinctive flowers, I think it was a smoke shop, so I used to buy these flowers and try one of the brands. But,
Did you deliver anything else to school other than the flower?
no, that was the only time I went.
Um, here's a quick obviously. He had another friend slash assistant. I mean,
Yeah.
during about you.
Oh, yeah.
What is she to him?
In raw words, her, it's the girlfriend of, is sure to be his girlfriend. Because he's like, he will do special things for her, travel funny with her, at the 727, and so she was special attention, and she was very, very sweet, very nice, very nice. Like the time when I finished my employment, that was the girlfriend that took the place of all the others.
Well, she would have, obviously she was sleeping in his room and everything.
Well, sometimes he will go to, because we pick up his that road, in her bedroom, so it's obvious. And I don't know what happened to her, but I mean, she was very sweet, very nice, and
Did you ever see Nadia with any of the masseuses?
no, because when the massage was going on, it was everything in the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
I never see them how they were done or.
Okay. You have this stuff written down in a book? You put it in a manual?
Yes, I have some of the names here.
Okay. Is it possible that you can provide me with that book?
Okay.
Do you have it with you now?
No,
or
I
is it
have it
down
in Miami, in my house here.
Okay. I would like to take a look at that book.
I have to say this,
This will help me.
I had a hint that this investigation was something about that. But I have to say also that this friend of mine that works in a crossing, this is a jewelry store, it's a long time friend of mine, and he was assured also on the fact that I believe the flowers. He said to not say anything because they can take action against you, and I don't want to put this on the record because, they are so powerful that they can make my job disappear or for them that something go wrong. So, I mean, I'm beginning to be on the afraid. I'm a grown-up man, but I just you are afraid to these people because we all be very people to them, and that's the difference between Jordan and myself. So I just want to say that I don't cooperate with everything, but I hope this doesn't transpire for me.
Okay. First of all, let me just alleviate your fears. You are not a suspect. I am not looking to put any charges on you whatsoever. Okay. At this point, you're just a witness to me, and that's why I just wanted to speak to you. Okay. You're not a suspect. You're not in any trouble. Okay. As far as Mr. Epstein being powerful, he's just a man. He puts on his pants just like you and me. Okay. The fact that his checkbook is a little fatter than ours, that's how it goes. That doesn't mean that he's above the law. Okay. And that's the extent of it. He is not a brain surgeon, as he told people. He's a money man. That's it. He takes money and invests money, and he makes money doing it. That's it. That's the extent of it. That's the extent of it. All right. So you should fear him. That's basically it. He's just a man, just like you and me.
I hope he doesn't take actions against me because I don't know. I can give you some names, all this. I have a book that he used to promote hypocrisy and reinforce people in Washington. And that in this book is the Masul was the first in each town with. So you probably you can contact these people.
That's what I'd be very interested in. I'm going to give you my card. So I left one on your door when I went down there.
With something.
But
My wife got scared when I said,
right.
something happened.
And I tried to explain to your wife, you know, and I told her the same thing. You're not in any trouble whatsoever. I would want to talk to you. Do you feel that you have to call the investigator? Did they tell you have to call them?
She told me, if you please call me back, you know. But, you know, now that we spoke and I have all these fears, I thought, I knew, no, I didn't know. I wasn't sure exactly what the investigation, so I don't think we have to call him.
Okay. You don't have to call them. You're under no obligation to call them. Okay. You don't have to speak to them. If they come knocking on your door, you can just say, "Look, I don't want to speak to you. Get off my property and call me." If you like, call me and I'll call. No, you don't want to speak to you. That's it. I don't want you to feel that you have to call him. Obviously, what we discussed is between us. I'd like to take a look at that book. I'd be willing to drive down to Miami to take a look at it and give it right back to you.
I used to put the receipts on these rental companies, but, you know, in Canada, sometimes I throw them away, but I'm pretty sure they have it over there because of my driver license.
Right.
And also my signature on the checks on Atlanta Airport, in the plane, and the store that I went to, and
What other stores did you go to there? I mean, were they with you when you went to the
well,
store?
usually he will go drive around because he will stay in the car. He's a person that doesn't like to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
So he will send somebody what he allowed, you know, and then tell us where to buy for you. So going right of the needle, Ralph Lauren, all these things, shopping. You know.
Okay. Did you have to buy them negligees or undergarments?
No, wouldn't. I think Sarah will buy something like that.
That was the one I would buy stuff like that. Okay. Jewelry.
No, well, you know, iPod, something like that. You know, that when people hide computers. You know, that's it.
The girl you bought the flowers for, was it the same girl that you rented the car for?
Yes.
All right. You have my card. Let me, actually, you know what? I'm going to give you my cell phone as well. Okay. It's on 24/7. That's my cell phone. It's on 24 hours a day. You can call me anytime you want. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the statement. I'm on my watch. I have 1:22 p.m.
Before you go, please take a moment to like, share, and leave a comment. It really helps push the story out to a wider audience. The more engagement a video gets, the more the platform recommends it. And cases like this deserve to be seen, heard, and not forgotten. Your interaction doesn't just help the channel, it helps make sure victim stories aren't buried.
I just want to say thank you. Nothing more, no play. I appreciate you.